Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I am going to do something different. I am not gonna play EAFC 24, I am going to rate these consoles you see on the screen. So I am just gonna rank them and place them where I think they belong. I have these categories. I have GOAT, Pretty Good, Mid, Stinker, L, and Not Played, because yes, I have some consoles here that I haven't touched at all. So I am going to jump right into it. And the first one we're having here is a NES. I have heard a lot about this, but I haven't played it, so I can't rank it, even though I know I've heard that it's the OG, it's the best. But I can't rank it. I am going to unfortunately put that in Not Played, but it is what it is. And next up we have the PSP, and I think that is the slim one, because there are, I think, 3 versions. The original one, the slim, and also the Vita, PS Vita. For me, it's probably around Pretty Good, because I did have this one when I was a kid. I did have it back in, like, I think 2008 or 9, and it was solid. I mean, the games weren't the best, but the fact that you could bring your PSP around when you were on trips and stuff like that, it made it really fun and really good. I also was able to watch films during trips on this, so to me it's pretty good. I actually still use mine even today when I'm whenever I'm flying out. So yeah, that's pretty good for me. And if I'm being honest, the next one I have no clue what it is, so let's just skip this one and go to the next one. And the next one is the Nintendo 3DS. So I haven't owned one, but I have used it a bit, and I've heard that it was pretty big in when it comes to the Pokemon world, of course, because it's Nintendo, and stuff like that, and Super Mario and a lot of those games. But compared to the PSP, I think the PSP is a better choice. I think that the Nintendo is a mid only, because yeah, I think that I've played it enough to categorize it, even though I haven't owned one. But yeah, I really think it's just mid. I think that the PSP was way better, and even though you could play Mario and games like that, I still prefer the PSP, I think. Next up we have the Nintendo Wii, and that is a GOAT. I don't care what anybody says. It's one of the best Nintendo products ever made. It's so fun. Mario Party, Super Smash, Mario Galaxy, and all of those games. I mean, I still play it sometimes. And we have the PS3. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I did have a PS3. I did have a slim version and a white version. Or I swapped the slim version to the white version because, I don't know, I just wanted it, and my PS3 were having some issues. But yeah, the PS3, I mean, I didn't buy it when it was the most expensive, because I remember that people were very upset about what the price point was when this first released. So I bought it, or I got it later on. Overall, the console, I mean, it is in mid. It didn't really have. It's definitely above the Nintendo 3DS, but the PS3, I don't think that it had any groundbreaking games except from The Last of Us. Oh boy, actually. No, it's still mid overall as a console. And then we have the PS4, which I used so much. It's probably... Is it one of my favorite consoles? No, I don't know. But it was when the PS4 came, it was at that time the amazing PlayStation exclusives were released, and it was a big step up from the PS3. So I think that the PS4 is pretty good. I am going to put it above the PSP, but the PS4 is pretty good. I really enjoyed that console. So let's see, we have the Xbox One. In my opinion, it's a stinker. I had it for a while, and actually not many, I haven't had much games on it that I really enjoyed, because a lot of the games that existed on Xbox existed on PlayStation as well. So, and the exclusive games, I mean, yeah, Halo, but that was the Xbox 360 era. So, no, Xbox One was a stinker. PS Vita, I haven't used it at all. I can't rank it. I feel like that it's kind of the same compared to the original PSP, but I know that you could like do some other things with the PS Vita, which made it more special. And the next one, is it a PC? That is not in a console. Or is it? No. PC shouldn't be in here. It's another Nintendo 3DS. I don't recognize this one, so I am gonna put it at not played. And then we have the GameCube. And I have played with the controllers, and I know roughly what games were on the GameCube, because that... I feel like it was very, very popular back in the days, but I personally haven't really used it. But I know that Super Smash was one of the... Or was it? Yeah, I think so. You know what? Roast me in the comments if I'm saying this wrong, but I think that Super Smash were on these consoles. But I don't know. You know what? I can't grade it. It will have to go to not played. And is that a Game Boy? Is that the old school Game Boy? Ah, that's the... Okay. Yeah, this is the old school Game Boy. I haven't had a Game Boy, so I will also have to put it not played. Unfortunately. And so it is with the Nintendo 64. I mean, oh god, I am putting a lot of consoles on not played, but it is what it is. Okay, so it is another Game Boy here, and this one I've seen obviously all over the place, and a lot of my friends had one. I didn't, because I don't know why, I just didn't. But I know that a lot of people were playing Pokemon on this. So I mean, is it better than a PSP? Probably. So that one I will... Or is it even GOATed? Because so... Yeah, I think it's GOATed, because even though I hadn't used one, a lot of my friends were using them, and I did play it once or twice. Or a few times actually. And yeah, I mean, this was... Everybody was obsessed with this. So I think it's a goated console, if you want to put it that way. And we have the main console here, in my opinion, the PS1, which will go... Will it go above the Nintendo Wii? I don't think so, but above the Game Boy for sure, because PS1, it's the console I've grew up with. All the Crash Bandicoot games, those are my favorites. I've played them so many times, and all of the Tekken games and Gran Turismo I've been playing on this console. So yeah, PS1 is definitely a goated console. So that will for sure go there. And oh boy, a PS2 as well. Where do we put this one? Where do we put this one? I mean, do we put it in pretty good? Because it had everything. Guitar Hero, Crash. I mean, I played this so much. You know what? It is goated as well. I mean, every old PlayStation console is probably one of the best. Nintendo Switch, personally, I don't have one. I really want to, and I will put it in pretty good. And of course, it's going above the PSP because if the feeling that you can just bring it with you when you're going on a long flight or anything just feels. I can imagine that it feels good. So and also the new Nintendo games on the Switch, oh, and the Zelda games, just so amazing. Yeah, next up we have the Wii U. That's an L. I mean, I don't even think that they manufactured it for so long, because I mean that was basically a Nintendo Wii, but a bit more complicated somehow, because you did get the Nintendo Switch screen to the same base console that was the Wii. So I don't know what they were thinking there. And then we have the first Xbox, which I played quite a lot as well, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking. I really liked the controller on the first Xbox. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty awesome, but I think it's just mid, because everything that were on the Xbox also existed on the PlayStation. So it's nothing special really. And then we have the legend, the Xbox 360, which I will put on the goated tier because of the Halo. I mean, let's be honest, if you wanted the 360, then the main reason to that was the Halo 3 game. Let's be honest, because it was so good, the controller were so nice. At first I really thought that the PlayStation 3 had a better controller compared to the 360, but during the years I realized that I think that the 360 controller are the ones that are more comfortable compared to the PS3 one. So overall, I mean, I think that the 360 is more goated when it comes to comparing it to the PS3. So it will be at the bottom of goated, because I don't think that the 360 beats the PS2, Game Boy, PS1 and the Wii. There's no way, I don't think. So we have the two new ones, and the PC I am not gonna rank, because I don't think that's a console. But we have the Xbox Series S and X, and to be honest, it's a stinker. It's not. I mean, it is above Xbox One, but I think it's really a stinker, because I mean the shape of the console is pretty odd, or not odd, or just different and basic, which is something you could like. It's I actually don't really like it that much, but it's a personal taste. But overall, I don't feel like that there are many games, many exclusive that would hook me and want to buy an Xbox Series X. So I am going to put it on stinker, and it's completely fine if you don't wanna agree with me. Let me know in the comment section down below. And now we have the last one, which is the PS5. Oh boy. I did get the PS5 2020 during Christmas, and I have used it quite often ever since. And the main reason to that is just I mean, the PlayStation exclusives are just so darn good. And the console itself, I feel like it is pricey. I'm not gonna deny that. I think it's way pricier than what it should be. But you get quite a lot with the console. And the graphics are amazing, and I mean, I don't know, I really like the PS5. Is it goated though? I don't think so. But I really feel like it's above the PS4. Because, or is it? I actually think so, because if I compare the times I've played the PS4 and the PS5, I've played PS5 more than I've played the PS4. So I think that I will put it here, top of the pretty good. So this is the tier list. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me or disagree with me, and if you want to swap something or change places with something else. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!